Hello everyone, Powerful Fire here, and today we're going to be doing another Reddit read. I found this one after scrolling Am I the A-hole for, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds. It was posted 6 hours before this recording, so it's relatively new. The title caught my eye, and the title for it is Am I the A-hole for refusing to help my siblings with my estranged mother's end-of-life care? No, you're not the a-hole for that. You know, you get to set boundaries with your parents, and no matter what the reason is, you have a right to not want to have that person in your life, which means you have the right to not want to take care of that person. So let's get into this and see what it's got to say. My mother, who I've been estranged from my entire adult life and since the age of 15, is terminally ill. She wasn't a great mother to any of her kids. That's me, 27 male, and my sisters, 23 female, 20 female, and my brother, 22 male. But in saying that she treated me the worst and left me homeless at the age of 15 because I looked the most like our father, who she hated with every fiber of her being, and don't ask me why she had 4 kids with him, I have no idea. Her mom's a very psychologically messed up person who, definitely needed to talk to somebody. Sounds like it's a little late now. Keep on going. I went entirely no contact from that point on. My siblings still lived with her, and according to them, she got better once I was gone. So she just, now that the person she was mainly abusing is gone, she stopped doing as much abuse. Big surprise. My sibling has always downplayed how bad it was for me and how bad she treated me, so while I still talk to them, I'm not close to them, and I don't know if there's a future where that will ever happen. Not if they keep trying to defend your mom against what they did to you now. Why would you want to have a relationship with somebody who's downplaying your trauma or saying your trauma doesn't exist? Which is why I refuse to help them with her end-of-life care now that she's terminally ill. They say she has about a year left and needs a lot more help than they can cover. I told them it was not my job to make sure she goes out of this world in comfort and peace. They told me she's still our mother, and I told them she was the effing worst mother. That I would not shed a tear over her and not felt one single ounce of obligation to her. They tried the do it for us angle, and I told them they have minimalized the stuff she did to me, even though they said she got a little better once I was gone. So they know she hated me to her core. They told me I'm still her son and still their brother, and I'm the oldest. And none of that matters. She treated him like garbage. And to say that, to downplay it to him is to ignore not only obviously more of what she did, but the one closest to his little brother is his sister 23. She's the closest. So he was 4 by the time she was born, and who said that she was being kind to him up until that point because she thought he looked like her husband, who she apparently despises and had 4 children with. Only a little bit more to read here. I even got a call from her adult social worker who had been told to contact me by my siblings. She wanted to go over my mother's care with me. I explained I would not be taking part in the end-of-life care for my mother, which surprised her, but she left it alone. My siblings think I'm a monster. They say I should be willing to do something. This has turned into a fight 3 times already. Am I the a-hole? Not even a little bit. She treated you poorly because of your face? That is so insane. Why? That is your child. Because though he may look like his dad, that means he also has to have something from you, even if it's just, small little things like a curvature of the eye a certain way or whatever. You're in there. You always are for everybody. That's the whole thing about genetics. You get mixed. You never get a perfect copy. There's always something a little bit different because you got different people making babies. That's just how that works. So yeah, not even a little bit of the a-hole. Honestly, it sounds like his siblings are the a-holes because they're just nah, it doesn't matter that you were abused and traumatized. That's your mom. Do it because we don't want to have to do everything. That's what I would ask them. Why can't they take care of it all? They love their mom so much. She got so much better. Why can the 3 of you not take care of it? What do you need the 4th person for? All right, let's see what some of these comments say. First comment, not the a-hole. I can so relate to this. You owe neither her nor your siblings anything. If you wanted to try contacting your mother and see if there's any slightest amount of true remorse for the way she treated you, that may be worth considering, because once she's gone, there's 0 chance of any kind of resolution. But at the same time, if she's anything like mine was, she'll never admit to anything she did or being wrong in any way. in which case, carrying on living your life apart from her, that's apparently what she wanted anyways. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't agree with the like reaching out to see if there's any true remorse, because if there was any true remorse, she would have reached out. She would have took the steps of being like, hey, I'm sorry, I should have treated you better. OP responded, I don't want to try. I see her as a monster, and I think the world would be better off with her gone. There's no room for reconciliation, didn't say that right, between us and me. Maybe if she hadn't been so awful and hadn't left me homeless at 15, but the day she did that was the day there was truly no coming back. I'm sorry you had any experience with this. When your parents are awful, it leaves so much trauma, and I still work on myself to make sure it doesn't turn me into an awful husband or father. And then he put in parentheses, future father. Yeah, I completely forgot that she threw him out at 15. That's so much worse. That is a child. You threw a child out. Like, that's, and for your siblings to try and to defend that is just insane. They lost their home at 15. How are you going to say that it wasn't as bad when they were a child and they lost their home? Or that, like, she got better after you left? Like, in my brain, for some reason, the 15-year-old, it didn't stick in my brain for some reason. And I was thinking that they became 18 and left. But that's not the case. They got thrown out. That is insane. That person responded back, totally understand. My father was never in my life, and my mom hated me because I reminded her of my father, just like your situation. I was out today. I turned 18, so I got a couple of years living more than you. But the mental and physical abuse wasn't worth it. I think the experience has made me a better dad, to be honest, and hopefully you will be the same when your time comes. I did have a lot of trust and self-esteem issues when I was younger, though. That took years to manage. I still have the self-esteem issues, and I think I always will. I definitely get that. Then it looks like a lot of people are just trying to let him know that, you know, you're not alone. We've gone through these kind of things as well. So it's a lot of people, you know, talking about their own trauma with their parents, which I'm not going to start digging into that. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this story. Comment down below and let me know what you think, and we can have a conversation. I want to thank everyone for clicking on this video. I truly appreciate it. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And remember, try to be kind out there.